Now, a looming US government shutdown could deal a major blow to the release of key economic data, which includes the September jobs report and even trade figures, just as markets and even policymakers are closely watching every sign of how the economy is performing. With government funding set to expire at midnight Tuesday unless Congress reaches a deal, the US Labor and Commerce departments have warned that many statistical operations would be suspended. Among the casualties are the September employment report, construction spending data, and even international trade figures. The Bureau of Labor Statistics, which is the BLS, is a key agency facing suspension. The Commerce Department's Census Bureau and its Bureau of Economic Analysis would also cease most services. The jobs report is normally scheduled for Friday. The Census Bureau had planned to publish August construction spending data this Wednesday itself, and manufacturers' shipments, inventories and orders on Thursday. The August international goods and services trade figures are due on 7th of October. However, if the shutdown lasts, those too could be delayed. More broadly, the BEA's first estimate of third quarter GDP due on 30th of October could be impacted if inputs from the Census Bureau are missing. The employment report is crucial as the Federal Reserve, businesses and even households use it to gauge labor market strength and inflation pressures. If the Consumer Price Index report is delayed, that could even affect the Social Security Administration's cost of living adjustment, which is the COLA, and many retirees plan their budgets on that. However, BLS itself warned that a reduction in quality of data collected might impact the quality of future estimates as well. The agency has already seen weakening response rates and has suspended data collection in parts of the CPI in some regions. Congress' failure to agree to a temporary spending deal would even trigger the shutdown. The agencies say that once funding is restored, normal operations would resume and that they will notify the public of any shifts in the release schedule. It's uncertain whether weekly jobless claims would continue, although states collect the raw data. The BLS does seasonal adjustments, which may be disrupted. In fact, longer shutdowns raise deeper concerns about the integrity and continuity of US economic data, historically considered among the most reliable across the globe. Markets mostly shrugged off US shutdown fears on Monday, with Wall Street edging higher and gold prices surging to new highs on Tuesday, heading for their strongest monthly gain in 14 years. Oil prices, however, fell on Tuesday as another anticipated production increase by OPEC+, while the dollar slipped. And for more on this, our correspondent Susan Tehrani has sent us this report.
With just hours until government funding runs out, congressional leaders left the White House on Monday without a deal, sharply raising the odds of a government shutdown. Both parties remain firmly dug in. Democrats want concessions on health care, while Republicans insist on a clean 7-week funding extension. House Minority Leader Hakeem Jeffries said, quote unquote, significant differences remain, while Vice President J.D. Vance countered, accusing Democrats of refusing to do the right thing as the clock ticks down. So, unless there is a last-minute breakthrough, federal agencies could begin shutting their doors, with the political blame game already underway. Susan Tehrani reporting from New York for WION World as One.